Hello guys, in this video I will show you how to record some videos on Linux Mint. This video is a quick start guide for it. At first we need two software pieces. I open up my web browser and open up kdenlive.org because that's the program with it. We cut our videos later, so I select download and select the app image here. Perfect. Now I open up my software manager or, for example, Linux Assistant. It's completely new. I'm installing OBS Studio with Flatpak. Here we have it, OBS Studio Flatpak. I open up this one and authenticate me and install it. You can also do this with your software manager. Just search for OBS Studio. Now OBS is installed. I close my Linux Assistant window here, and also our kdenlive app image is downloaded. So I open up my folder. Here we have kdenlive. I cut this one and move it into a new folder. I'm calling it applications, and then I right click the app image, click on properties, select permissions here and select allow executing file as program. Perfect. This one is now our program. If you want, you can also add a menu entry for it. We are doing this very fast. I select edit menu, I select sound and video and select new item and select kdenlive in here. We can also choose a nice icon for it. So I'm searching for kdenlive here. Perfect. I select it. And then I'm selecting a command. I select browse, go to applications, and here I double click our app image file. Perfect. Now, if you want, you can also launch it. Use a dedicating GPU if available. I'm doing my renderings with the CPU, so I don't need this one. If you want to use the GPU, check this one, and in the end I click OK. Perfect. Now this looks great, and now we can start with our recording process. I close every application and select in my menu OBS Studio. I open this one up. This takes a moment. Here we have a auto configuration wizard. I don't recommend it using it. I think it's easier to get more familiar with OBS by setting each setting as your own. And I start with OBS by configuring our scene. I select here under sources the plus add source and select screen capture in this case and select OK. And now we have a screen capture. If you want, you can also capture the mouse cursor. I personally recommend it. So yeah, just keep this one checked. And yeah, this looks nice. So I select OK in this case. Perfect. If you have a webcam, just plus it and select video capture device. And I open that up, select OK. And in my case, I have a video selection device and I have two of one. This is the infrared video capture device. You don't want to use this. You want to use the other device in here. And this looks quite good. Perfect, here we are. And I recommend you personally to leave video format unchanged and to select resolution, and I personally record in full HD, so I select this one here, and as a frame rate I select 24. This is completely okay. If you are with the webcam in the full screen, then 30 is okay, otherwise 24 is completely fine. So yeah, perfect. Here we have it. And yes, you can also do some camera controls like brightness, contrast, saturation. In my case, this one looks nice and it's okay. Yeah, I am before a green screen, so yeah, this one looks quite good. I can now scale in the upper left corner here the webcam to the bottom. Perfect, this looks good. And in the end, I wanna do a green screen effect about it. I select the video capture device in here, select filters and select effect filters and add a chroma key. Here we have it. I select OK and perfect. In my case, the green screen is looking quite good, and yeah, I am having a green screen effect here, and I can record this video now with webcam. I personally recommend you only using a webcam if you have a good background or a green screen and you are looking quite okay and you are lighted okay. Yeah, I also have some lighting here. I can open that up, but because I am at a daytime, this doesn't do too much. But you should have a correct lighting and a good background. No one wants to see your uncleaned room. If you are only having this, I recommend you to turn your webcam off. This will improve, in my opinion, your quality of the video. Also, we have a big disadvantage by using a webcam, because when we are doing later our cuts in the video, you will see that the head is springing from the left to the right side. And yeah, this doesn't look so good. So if you are live streaming, for example, I personally have the webcam on. But if you are recording a tutorial video or like this one where you don't need especially your webcam, then I recommend you, even if you have a good setup, to turn it off. But yeah, this is your choice. Okay, I'm doing this with webcam off now because yeah, it's okay for me. I want to show you the video, not me, and yeah, that's okay, I guess. So select settings now. We have to set some things up here. In the general, I didn't do anything. In the output, it's recommended to do the output mode advanced, and we want to record today, so I don't consider the streaming today. I select recording here, and now I can select my recording path. I select browse, and I do this in my videos tab. So I select videos, select perfect, great. Now I can select my recording format. Matroska video is just fine, just leave it as it is. But what you should do is generate file names without space. So yeah, I just don't like spaces in my file name. So yeah, select our video encoder. I personally select the X264. This is the software video encoder. It's, in my opinion, one of the best ones. If you have a quite good CPU, that's the best one for screen recordings. If you are doing game recordings, then maybe another video encoder, for example, your graphics card, is just fine. But yeah, I personally do this with the software encoder X264 every time. The audio encoder, leave it as a default. Regularly, you don't want to change this audio recording. Also, we can select our audio tracks. I want to have two audio tracks here. This is audio track 1 and this is audio track 2. Audio track 1 would be my desktop audio and audio track 2 my mic. Then this one looks okay. I can now choose the bitrate. I personally recommend you choosing 6000 kilobytes per second. No, kilobits, I guess it is. And this is completely enough. Even if you're doing this with webcam or you're changing the screen too much, maybe this one is also okay for games. Also, we can select a keyframe interval. I personally recommend you to set it to 4 seconds or lower. This is quite good. And now let us come to the CPU usage preset. This is completely okay in my case. Maybe you want to change this to ultra fast, but very fast is completely okay. So yeah, just keep it as it is if you don't want to change it in particular. So yeah, this was it for the output. Let's head over to the audio. I don't think that we have to change anything here. If you just want to enable push to mute or push to talk, then do this, but normally you won't do this. And now head over to the video. Here we have our output scaled resolution. We want to use this one and we want to set this one to full HD 1920 to 180. If you want to change this one to 4K, then do this, but I recommend you to not jump higher as you need, especially in video recordings, because every quality setting if you're choosing this up, then your video file gets bigger, then you have to render more, and then you have to upload more if you want to upload a video. So I recommend you personally just to leave it at 30 FPS, full HD. That's completely enough for most of your use cases. So in the end, I'm selecting apply. Just a small hint, if you want, you can also set some hotkeys. I'm don't using any hotkeys, but yeah, you can set them here in hotkeys. But this is okay for me. I select OK, and now we have our settings done, and I think, yeah, we can just start recording. No, there's one thing we have to do, and this is here in the 3 dots of our audio mixer. I select advanced audio properties, and here we can select our tracks. I want to use the desktop audio only on track 1 and the mic aux track only on track 2. So yeah, we have a difference between them. Just a small hint, if you want to start streaming, then you should select in your streaming the audio tag 3, because then you are streaming both, also the desktop audio and the microphone, and 1 is only the desktop, 2 is only the microphone. Now how we set it in our advanced audio properties. So here you can set also some syncing. If your webcam isn't synchron to your audio, then you should change your audio input and not the webcam input, because that's a lot easier. And just a small hint, in your video desk capture device, if I open up this one, I personally recommend you to turn off use buffering, because so that isn't good in my empirical experiences. Just try it without buffering, and with buffering, in my case, without buffering, it's the better one. So yeah, that was it for the settings in OBS. So I can close this one. No, we don't want to close this one. We just want to record now. And we can do this by clicking on left click on OBS Studio. Then our window is gone, and we only have this task item here. I right click this one, and now I can select start recording, and now we are recording. We can record something here. Yeah, we're changing our file manager here. Perfect. And I open up my web browser. Perfect. This looks good. I'm selecting linuxassistant.org, a great application for your Linux desktop, not only for Linux Mint, because also we are using Debian, Ubuntu, and so on. Okay, perfect. This looks good. I now right click the OBS Studio icon and select stop recording in here. And now we have recorded a video. This is in our videos folder. Here we have it. And yeah, just open it up. Perfect. Here we have it. This looks quite good. I don't have any sound on, because if you open up your burger menu on the top right corner, then we can see here our audio track, and we have track 1, that's our desktop audio, and track 2, this is now our microphone. Yeah, you hear that, but yeah, I don't want to play this one, because I don't want to get disturbed by my doubled voice. So yeah, this looks quite good, and now we have recorded our video. We can close OBS just by right clicking it here, exit, or just Xing this one here. That's okay. And now let's head over to our video cutting, and for that we want to open up our kdenlive program here. I open up kdenlive. I hope this one, I guess. Yeah, this one looks good. And just let's wait a second here. Perfect. Here we have our kdenlive, and now we have to insert our video here. So I select the videos here and just drag and drop in here. Then perfect, we have our video here. I recommend you highly to select switch here. Then kdenlive adapts your input format of your video. This is in the best case, I would say. And here we have it. And yeah, we can just drag and drop in here. Then we have our video in our video editor, and by pressing Ctrl and rolling the mouse wheel, then we can zoom into our video, and by just rolling the mouse wheel we can navigate to our video horizontally. So perfect. We have one video track and two audio track. The first one is the desktop audio track and the second one is the mic audio. This looks quite good. At the first hand, I press Ctrl S to save this one up. I'm naming it tutorial, for example. Here we have it. And yeah, we can now just do a cut, for example, in here. But how to do a cut? And now we can start cutting our video. For cutting our video, I recommend you two settings. I personally do that all the time because I'm recording and cutting multiple videos per week. So I'm doing this, I guess, since 8 years. It's a long time. And I have two keyboard shortcuts I'm using all the time. So I open up the settings and the keyboard shortcuts and I search for delete. Here we have delete selected item. And I head over to alternate here and define a custom one. This is S. This is the S key. I reassign this one because I don't know what it is on the S key, and I guess you won't need it. And I'm using this because on the other hand, I'm turning the cutting option here, Control Shift, here it is. No, Shift R, here it is. I select to D and then I can cut my video with D and delete it by S. So these keys are lying on my left hand and are lying next to each other. So I can, for example, now head over with my video selector to the beginning, select D once here. And now I want to delete the first part here, so I select this one and select S for deletion. So D and S is both each next to each other, and it makes video editing very fast. So I can just hold my mouse button, select D here, go with my mouse further on, select D also here and D also here, for example. And so we can cut very fast and delete it with S. I'm doing this all the time, especially if you are cutting a lot, then this makes it a lot faster. So yeah, after that, I want to show you some basic effects. Here's our effects window. I personally recommend you to set this effect window to the middle window here, perfect. And I'm using some of these. We also have some default here. We have volume keyframeable. Yeah, I don't like this one. I like the gain, I guess. Yeah, I like the gain one. So I select the left icon here and search for gain. Here we have it, and I right click it and add it to favorites. So yeah, I personally like this one very much. For example, if I now want to adjust the volume of the whole microphone track, I select here A2, this one. Don't just select any button here, just select this one where there's nothing. Then we have here track 2 effects, and then I can double click gain, and then now the gain effect is on track 2, and now I can, for example, gain all my microphone up to, for example, 300%. I can play it and we see, yeah, it's a bit too loud. I recommend you to take -3 as a maximum. So I head over to my track 2 here, just click on this one, then we have our track 2 effects back, and I'm selecting maybe 150%, something like this. Yeah, this looks quite good. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, perfect. That's the audio effect I'm using a lot. And also I want to show you the obscure icon. So this is obscure effect. I right click add to favorites, then we have it also in our favorite menu. And for example, I don't want to show this bar here. So how do I do this? At first you only do this while you are cutting. You don't do this after it. You are doing this while you're cutting. So yeah, here our window begins to open. So we want to obscure it from this moment right to this one. And we have to change it here because we are changing the format. So I zoom in and we see directly where it is changing. So I head over to this position. Now on the other side we have this one, on the other side we have this one. So I select my first obscure here, just head over to it, and now I can drag and drop this here. It is very important that you have your video selector up to on the moment where you have your obscure edition applied. And yeah, I just adjust it here, and now this one is obscured. Yeah, this looks great. And now we have to obscure this one. So I'm selecting this one, double click obscure, and now I just do this one. And now we are obscuring also the other thing here. So yeah, this looks quite good, and now we have obscured something. Now in the end I want to show you the transform module, and for that I want to paste in a logo, and I just drag and drop it in here to my project bin, and I'm merging this one to the video 2 track. Then now, as you can see, this one is on top of everything. I only want it at the right top corner. So how I'm gonna do this, I'm doing this with our transform effect. I select our logo here and double click the transform. Now we have our transform effect, and now we can see I can just drag and drop this one and scale it to the position where I want. If I want to move it, I have to grab it in the center, and now we have a logo here. This looks quite good. But yeah, you don't want to do this every video you're doing. So I personally recommend you, for graphics you are using all the time, to edit them in GIMP and to export a simple PNG file. So for that I'm selecting my GIMP program here. Perfect, here we have it, and I'm selecting File, New, and I choose the resolution of my video output. This is my video output. This looks good. And now I delete every layer I have by default, and now I can just drag and drop my logo in here into GIMP. Perfect. Now I can move it up to the right corner where I want it to go to. So this one looks good, I guess. And now I select File, Export As, and then I'm heading to Videos, create a new folder, Resources, for example, I can name it, and I name it to logo.png. So I export this one, I keep everything as a default, and now I can just delete this logo webp, because I want to do this every time, and I can just drag and drop this logo for, I guess, also in the video track. Yeah, this also works, and drag it to the whole time, and now we have our logo statically right there without any effects, because I highly recommend you to only use a effect if you really have to use it. And you get many features with very easy effects, or with especially no effect. This makes kdenlive more stable, your videos more redoable, I would say. Yeah, this looks now very good, and in the end I want also to render my video. How do I do that? I select to project and select render. I choose this one, and here we see perfect. Our format is MP4, which is great. We also love the codec in here, so yeah, this looks quite good. The default setting is just completely fine for almost every video you are producing. So in the end, just hit render file, and kdenlive is doing its job, and after some seconds or minutes your fully rendered video is out. Just have a cup of tea for this time, or just wait for some seconds in this case, because we are doing a very small project. Now kdenlive is finished. I hit close, save this one, And yeah, I guess I also close kdenlive now. And let us head over to videos here. Perfect, here I have my finished video here, tutorial.mp4. This one you can now upload to YouTube, put it onto a website, and yeah, just have fun with it. I double click this one, and here we see perfect. I don't have any sound here because I don't want to disturb you, but the sound is here. And yeah, now you can yeah, see our video. Here we have our obscure effect, for example, and yeah, our logo, and yeah, this looks quite fine. I guess that was it for today. So yeah, if you found this video helpful, just please leave a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you have further questions on, just type it into the comment section. Maybe I will do a follow-up video about a specific thing here. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye.